A few days ago, I was reading around on Xbox One mods, predominantly Xbox One mods because obviously the PS4 isn't too liberal on modding. Regardless, I was reading around and trying to see if any other companies were picking up Xbox One mods because I think it's a great thing, and honestly I haven't seen too many companies doing so every once in a while I do try and do some research and see if anybody's kind of going down that avenue or at least thinking about it. Well, one company in particular, or really one game in particular, is going down that avenue and in a pretty remarkable way. That is going to be the developers behind Ark Survival Evolved. This is probably a game you've heard about. I actually made some videos on it in the past. They've had a lot of controversy about the game in the past with releasing some DLC. This video is not going to be about that because I think what they're proposing to do in the coming months is pretty remarkable and something Bethesda should be paying attention to. So at GDC, the game developer conference that was held a few weeks ago, Wildcard, the developers behind Ark, did announce a new program called Ark Sponsored Mods. What this program is going to do is select 15 mods each and every month. Now I want to stress this is individual mods, so that'd be like the Submersible Power Armor or Eleanor's Armor Compendium, stuff like that, not just a mod author himself. Regardless, what these mods are going to get is two things. One, there's going to be $4,000 total allocated each month to these mods. So by that, it is $4,000 split up 15 ways. That works out to be about $266 per person. Obviously, I don't know exactly how the distribution is going to work. That's kind of a weird number to split 15 ways. The Ark devs themselves say a few different things. First and foremost, they do acknowledge that the mod authors are going to be the ones kind of increasing the longevity of Ark Survival Evolved. Mods do make people play games for much longer because you have a consistent stream of new content. In addition to that, they do acknowledge how much time does go into modding and how much mod authors do have to pay out of their own pockets for different tools to create mods and all those kinds of things. But in addition to that, those 15 mods are actually going to be packaged into something that's going to be released on Xbox One, PC, and PS4 as kind of like a little DLC kit you could download of all those mods. They do say that at least some of them, it doesn't necessarily mean all 15 will be included in that package, like maybe if one's a little bit more controversial or something like that. But regardless, that's pretty cool, and that solves a number of different kind of problems we do have in Fallout 4 modding. $266 is by no means a lot of money, but it's something, and it's not a small amount of money. That's a good chunk of change that you could definitely spend on modding tools, or just whatever the hell you want. In addition to that, the arguably larger side of this is that you're going to have mods on both Xbox One and PS4. Obviously, PS4 users right now do not get a whole ton of custom content. A lot of people suggested, why don't Bethesda package mods into a little bit of a DLC, curate those mods, and kind of just release them on PS4 in a safer way? As it does seem, this is a solution to that. Obviously, we haven't seen Ark actually do this yet. They only just announced that it's something they do plan on doing in the future, and even right off the bat, I can think of a few issues how it'll work with updating mods. Due to modding's nature, updates are really integral because oftentimes mods release and have a few bugs or glitches or something like that. Although a pretty simple solution could just be you could wait until the mod is in a finalized form and then kind of submit it to almost a contest every month, and then the contest will just be voted on by the community. I think that would be really cool and really practical. Bethesda doesn't have to do a ton except look at the top 15 mods each week and determine if they're appropriate. Frankly, if Wildcard could do this, they are a much smaller company. They only have one game, that being Ark Survival Evolved. Bethesda can without a doubt do it. Modders create a huge amount of content and drive a large number of the sales of Skyrim Special Edition as well as Fallout 4, so I really hope they consider doing something like this in the future. Seeing a much smaller company do it is almost insulting, I feel like. Bethesda without a doubt has the means to do something very similar. Yet another company that didn't sell nearly as many games and doesn't have nearly as much assets is doing it because they appreciate their modders more, or at least that's what it seems like. Those are my thoughts on that. I'm going to link the article in the description down below that I was getting all these sources from. I'm definitely actually going to probably cover this in Ark going forward. I think this is a really great system, and it again really shows that Wildcard do care about modders. They want modders to succeed and they want to give them a platform to do so. As always, again, and thank you guys for watching. I hope to see you all next time. Later.